Hey everybody, this is Bradley Benner with Semantic Mastery. This is Masterclass Week 23. Chris is on with me today, and nobody else at the moment. What's up, Chris?
Hello, everybody.
All right, so we got a lot to cover, guys. A lot to cover today, so hopefully we'll be able to get through all of it because I know that a lot of times we run short on time. But with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the screen and get right into the presentation. I've got some slides prepared. I do want to talk about, hey, Chris, I'm going to be dropping links in group chat that if you wouldn't mind, post them on the page for me.
Sure thing.
Let me get the notes open. Okay. Let's switch over here. By the way, Wayne, Wayne is on fire today. Oh, that's a horrid picture, but it's funny as hell. So, all right, masterclass, local case study, guys. We're going to talk about week 9 review. We're going to try to run through this very quickly because I want to spend more time on the affiliate stuff today. But since this is still in progress and that I made some, I've progressed some since last week, I do want to cover it. So we're going to talk about that first. Local week 8 review, maps and organic ranking. I have those to show you guys. Once again, we are still improving. I'm just going to drop these links. So we are steadily moving up every single week, a little bit more and a little bit more. The tortoise wins the race in this case. So here's the other one. And we can go take a look at that in just a minute. The blog posts and prospecting email, my curator is doing is still posting. She's going to continue. She's at kind of a slow pace right now. I'd like for her to pick it up a little bit, but it's okay. I'm letting her do it at her own pace anyways. She's a new mom. So, and prospecting email. I actually, today, my VA sent out the blast of emails to the contractors on the list, and we're going to walk through that so that you guys can see the actual email and also the initial results, because I am using a tracking software, a tracking application for opens and clicks and forwards and that sort of thing. So we'll talk about that in a moment. The expense report, and then next week, actually, I don't think I have anything prepared for the next week's slide, so we might just skip over that one. Bright Local Maps report. Let me just go open that up, and we'll take a look at that real quick. But you can see that doing really well. Guys, there's been a big shakeup in the local search results as far as what is displayed now. I'm sure you guys are familiar with everything is going now to a 3-pack, or what they're calling the snack pack, which I think is pretty ridiculous, but whatever. That's what they've been calling it. So it's more than ever, it's critical to be in the top 3 of local. Although there was a post that was posted by somebody, I have a link to it. And guys, we're going to be talking about this a lot in Mastermind tomorrow. Any of you that are in the Mastermind, we're going to be spending quite a bit of time talking about this. I don't have the time here in Masterclass to talk about it, unfortunately, other than just to say that as for ranking in maps, it's important to be in the top 3 right now, because that's the only 3 that are getting shown in the blended results. In other words, the universal results from page 1 of Google, they're just showing the top 3 spots now. Okay. And I don't think that that's going to change back to the old way. I think it's here to stay. So it's even more important to be in the top 3. Fortunately, if you're looking at this local maps report, I'm in the top 3 for all my terms. Okay. In fact, I'm even in the top 3 for kitchen remodeling Haymarket now, which we still so far have not even targeted with any content on the site for Haymarket yet. And I'm still starting to show up. So fortunately, this is doing well. Not to say that I won't bounce in and out of the top 3. That's likely going to happen. But at least for today, I'm ranking in the top 3 for all of my keywords. Okay. Which is pretty interesting, except for the very broadest of terms, which is just the remodeling keyword. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we're making some headway there. If you take a look at the organic results, you can see that we're still improving organically as well. Okay, so that's, I'm satisfied with that. And let's just keep moving. The curated posts, we can go take a look at the site. Let's see. AnsvilleVA. I wanted to be logged into all of this stuff, guys, but since we ran short on time, with the Hump Day Hangouts, I didn't get a chance to get logged into everything. So I might have to pause the screen while I get logged in to show you some of the other stuff. But you can see that she did, looks like just one more post since last week, and that's this one. So I just wanted to show you guys, if you want to go take a look at the blog, you can, but she got a video in on this one, and it's just, once again, a very, very, very nice post. And so I'm just going to have her keep running with this. Was for the kitchen remodeling, so I'm just going to have her keep blogging on this, slow and steady. Like I said, we just, in the just a moment ago on Hump Day Hangout, somebody asked, can you rank a site with just IFTTT networks alone? And if all I had to do was set up the IFTTT networks and I didn't have any other resources, then I would just consistently blog, so that my posts were being syndicated across the network and building links back to the site. Because this does work, without a doubt, it works. Okay, so that was the blog post. Prospecting email. I know I'm moving quickly, guys, but I'm trying to get through this. The email. Let me show you. I actually sent the prospecting email to myself to 2 different email addresses so that you guys can see what it looks like. So let me go open it up. Here's one right here. This is hopefully you guys are seeing this. I'm using a GIF image that was taken right out of the video. Okay, so it's a GIF image that I created right from the video, so that it looks like a video is playing inside the email. And it's I'm using a program called Easy Web Video to do it, and they call it a click magnet, but it just creates a GIF image. I'm sure there's softwares that will do that too, other than Easy Web Video. That's just what I happen to be using, and it just creates a GIF image so it looks like a video playing. There's several different options I could use.
You can even use Photoshop.
I'm sure you could. Yeah, I don't know how to use Photoshop, but I'm sure you could. So, anyways, what happens is if somebody clicks on this, it's going to open it up to the page that I have it redirected to. So let's just click on it, and you'll see. This goes to a page where I have the actual... Now, remember, guys, I could send them directly to YouTube, right? I could have linked to the YouTube video. In fact, that's how I used to do it, where I would just put a still shot, a screenshot of the video with the play button overlaid on top of it, and then I would link the still shot to the YouTube video. However, that puts people on the YouTube, which is a distraction. They can become easily distracted and start looking at other people's videos and that kind of crap, and so it's not as effective as having it link over to a page on the domain. You see that? So now there's nothing. There was no sidebar videos or anything like that. It's like there's nothing on this page other than an autoplay video and a button that says click here to apply, which takes them to the application page. Okay?
Are you tired of...
So anyways, that was in there. Let's go look at it in Yahoo as well. Here's one. It's the same email. I just want to see it in a different email provider, email client. So same thing. Okay? So if somebody clicks on the video, it's just going to take them right over to that same page. So that said, I'm using an email client, just the webmail client. It's coming from Bradley at localhomepros.net. So I just set up a webmail client, and I have my outsourcer. I just gave him access to that webmail account. I gave him the text file. Here, let me show you. Let me bring the notes up. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see that. All it is I gave him, well, shit, never mind. I'm going to have to blur that out. I had my login details on there. Essentially, it is just a webmail account, and I've got the HTML. I go into the webmail account, and it's by default it's set to. You know what? I'll just change the damn. Guys, don't screw with my account.
Just pause the screen and remove them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to anyways. I have to cut that part out of the replay, so I'm just gonna put this on another notepad file. Just a moment. All right, here I'll blow this up, and you guys can see this. Okay, so essentially within the webmail account, guys, I'm using Roundcube. I'm sure you guys are aware that when you log into your webmail account, it's going to give you the option of like using Roundcube, Horde, or Squirrelmail. I'm using Roundcube now, and inside the WYSIWYG editor, or it's usually set up by default for plain text for the email body, like where you type in for the email content. But I just switch it to HTML, and then once the HTML editor comes up, which is a WYSIWYG editor, then I just click on the source code button and then just have him paste this in. So he doesn't have to do anything except paste in the email address that it's going to the destination, paste in the subject line, which is I gave him as well, and then press those 2 buttons to go to the HTML editor and then the source code box, and then paste this in and then click send. And that's it. That's all he has to do. So it's basically brain dead simple. And that's what he's doing, and he did all that for me today. It took him like under an hour to send out 60 emails. Okay, so I'm only I'm paying him per email instead of by the hour. So, all right, let me go show you what I'm using to track this. So go over to Point of Mail. I know I talked about this in the training before, but pointofmail.com, it's a paid email tracking service. I know there's free ones too, guys, but I like this one because the analytics are a hell of a lot better. So it's worth paying $99 a year if you're doing a lot of this. Anyways, let's go in here and take a look. So essentially any email that gets sent out, if I add the .pointofmail.com extension to the end of the email address that I'm sending it to, it will run through their server, and then it will give me all these analytics. And what's interesting is all of these were sent out this morning, and you can check this out. You can see that the subject line I used was need remodeling contractor in Gainesville, and these were going to remodeling contractors, so that should get their attention. And you can see that all of the people, almost, I think something like 60% of the people that we sent it to have actually opened it and read it, and some of them interacted with the email multiple times. And you guys, hopefully you can see this, but like this one says read, sent, not read yet, read twice, read 3 times, sent, not read yet. This one was read twice, forwarded once. You guys see that? I'm going to show you some more details in just a moment, but let's click through to the next page. Like, for example, this one says read 6 times, guys. You see this? This
Yep.
one was opened and clicked on and read 6 different times. The last time somebody read this was about 20 minutes ago, because it's 5:13 p.m. right now. Let's see. It's 5:13 p.m. right now, and if you take a look, this was read at 4:56 p.m. the last time it was read. So this guy has probably looked at this email multiple times today. In fact, if I click on this, it's going to show you the first time it was read was at 9:45 this morning, then 11:54, then 12:08, then 1:01, then 2:22, and now 4:56. You think this guy might be possibly interested in the offer? And what's interesting, guys, is I'm sending them through to a funnel so that I don't have to talk to them. However, that said, I can tell you right now that most of these people that you're going to see in the outbox details here that have this much interaction on here still won't go through the full process of going through the entire funnel. It's going to take me reaching out to them with a personal message or picking up the phone and calling them to close the deal. Because people just don't, I don't know why, even when they express this much interest, they just won't go through the entire process. And I don't know why it is, because you know when you start seeing results like that guy, this guy read it 3 times. Let's go take a look at it. You know that there's an interest there, or else they wouldn't have looked at it 3 times. This guy did it at 11:15, then again 30 minutes later at 11:46, then again at 2:38 p.m. You see that? So it's really interesting that people don't sometimes.
Just fear of being scammed. So if you pick up the phone or something like that,
Yeah.
or you walk into the store.
You're right, Chris. You're absolutely right. But take a look at this one, guys. Read 27 times, forwarded 11 times. Who do you think is going to be at the top of the list when I actually do some calling on my own? And is this cold calling? If I have to, will I call them directly? Probably not. I'll probably send them another email or two that is more personalized instead of having it being emailed out from my VA. I'll probably literally type up I'll go look at their website, mention something about their website in a personal email that I send to them to try to nudge that relationship a little bit further down the road so that when I call them, they're much more comfortable. Or if they call me, which is I would rather them call me because it changes the dynamic, the psychology of the call. But if I have to call them, so be it. I will. Okay? And so if I click on this, guys, look at the activity on this. You see that? So there's a hell of a lot of activity here. And if we take a look at, let's see, it's not showing any click data, but it is, there is, or is it? No, it doesn't look like it is. It's still showing a lot of detail as far as when it was read and when it was forwarded. Excuse me. All right. Another one, read twice, forwarded once. You see that? So we'll go just one more page further. This one was read 5 times, forwarded once. Read 5 times, forwarded 3 times. So this is probably somebody forwarding it to other people saying, hey, what do you think about this? You think this is legit? That sort of thing. You guys see that? That's
Yep.
what I'm saying. Go ahead, Chris. What were you saying?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So again, this one was read 5 times, and it was, let's see links. Let's take a look at links. This one's showing that the links weren't clicked. Let's go back just one moment and look at the one that was forwarded a whole lot. And it's not, yeah, there's links. Okay, so they did click on the link in the content because that's why it's showing this here. So they did click on the link at 10:05 a.m., which the link is just the video, guys. That's what you're seeing right here. Okay? And it's because it's just a GIF image that's linked. So you can see that essentially I know which ones have clicked on the links. In fact, if we go back to the first page, you'll see I know this guy. And if I logged in the webmail account, I did get some replies back into the webmail account. Okay, and I already replied to let's see, it's M3 something or another. This guy right here. This is M3 M3 renovations at yahoo.com. He replied to that to that email account that it was sent from, and he said, your email was a little bit vague. I guess good luck with that is what he said. So I replied back and said, I'm sorry if it was a little bit vague. Let me be more specific as to what I'm trying to convey. And then I just wrote a brief paragraph explaining to them that I had leads, that I needed the contractor to service. Would he be open to a phone call? And I sent that just prior to Hump Day Hangout, so I haven't seen if he replied yet. But if that's what it takes, a little bit of interaction, then so be it. Okay, so all I'm saying is I just did this today, and you can see that there's been a lot of activity. What I'll probably do is sort by status. So we'll come up here and sort by status. I'll filter out the ones that had to do with a previous project, and then I'll end up sending out separate emails to them. Probably just write up something that I'll have my VA customize slightly for each one, like go in and say, hey, I took a look at your website, and then put that particular contractor's website URL in, so that it's customizing the message to each one of them, and have him send those out as like a second round. And then anybody that makes it through the second round of emails, that I'll probably end up reaching out to personally. Okay, and maybe by then somebody will have gone through the funnel and already contacted me. You know, that, I mean, there's a good chance of that. But if not, if I have to be the proactive one to do it, then so be it. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I think that was important for you guys to see the process. But this is how you, I mean, I know I've gotten a lot of questions before from students saying, well, you know, I have trouble finding clients and blah, blah, blah. Well, guys, this is how you do it, because you can tell just from the activity on these videos or these emails who is the most interested ones. These are the ones that are going to be most likely you're able to close with less work. They'll give you less resistance to close. Okay, because you can see that they're having activity. They're like exactly like Chris said. They're interested, but they're afraid of being scammed. There's a fear there. Okay. So conversation is all it's going to take to say, hey, look, you're not going to pay unless I give you results, or I've already got results here. Here's the proof of those results. Do you want them? That sort of thing. Okay, that eliminates that fear. Okay, expense report, guys. The only thing to change was the curated posts. There's 9 of them, or I'm sorry, excuse me, 6 of them now, of which I'm paying $9. So there's $54, and that's the only difference since last week. Next week, oh, I did put one for next week. More blog posts. Esther should probably do at least one more post, hopefully 2, and then to continue the prospecting campaign. So I'll share with you guys what I've done between now and next week, during next week. Okay, I may have already had a phone conversation or 2 by then. May even have somebody paying me for the site by then. Maybe. I don't know. So we'll see. All right. Any questions on that specifically? Otherwise, I'm going to keep on rolling. Chris?
One sec. There were a couple of questions.
Okay.
No, it was just Gary. Try YouTube to GIF on here, and posted a link, and Blue just made a backlink, so no questions.
Okay, very good. All right, so guys, here we go with affiliate case study week 4. I got a lot I want to cover, and hopefully we'll get through all of it, because I know we just spent 20 minutes on the local, but what we're going to cover is week 4 review. Questions welcome, guys. You know that. The WordPress site, we're going to talk about that a little bit. Squeeze page plus lead magnet, autoresponder, ad campaign. Then we're going to talk about what's coming up for next week and any Q&A if there's time, which is probably unlikely. WordPress site. All right, so let's go over here and take a look. This is growth.training is my site. Originally, I had installed OptimizePress on here. And I even purchased an OptimizePress template for the PDF opt-in page, and there was like some weird code that was showing on the front of the page, and I didn't know how to fix it. It was weird. It was showing up at the top, and I didn't want to take the time to submit support ticket and all that shit to OptimizePress to get it fixed because I honestly just don't have the time for it. So I decided to just use, instead of OptimizePress, a combination of Ink Themes, which is a theme developer that I'm the most. It's the WordPress theme developer that I'm the most comfortable with. I've done most all of my builds with Ink Themes for money sites and lead gen sites and stuff. So I used a review theme from Ink Themes, and I'm going to talk about why in just a moment. But I'm very comfortable setting up Ink Themes. I can do it very quickly because all their themes are developed the same manner. They've got the same functionality, all that. So it was easier to set this up, number one. Number two, it is a review theme. This is the Hello World post. Don't pay any attention to that. But I'll show you some of the functionality of this in just a moment. And also, ClickFunnels. I'm using ClickFunnels for like the opt-in page and that sort of thing because we do a ton of ClickFunnels work in Semantic Mastery anyways, so I'm very comfortable using that to set up like squeeze pages and things like that. So I just decided to use those two because it was going to make it easier. All right, but this is the site and Ink Themes. In fact, I'm going to pause the screen for a moment because I do want to log in and show you guys some of the back-end functionality of this review theme, which is really good for affiliate stuff, and I'm going to show why. So let me unpause this or pause the screen for a moment and get logged in. Oops, that again. Okay, we're in. Excuse me. All right. Okay, so with this theme, what's really cool about this, and guys, if you want to see like an example of the theme, let me actually just pull this up. Like that's decked out with products and stuff like that. Go to Ink Themes, and it's, let's see, view our themes. It's called Rethink, and it's a it's a review theme. Maybe I passed it already. Just a moment.
Just
Here it
search
is.
for it.
Yep, it's right here. Go to Rethink version 2, live preview, and here I will copy the URL and paste it in the events page. You guys can take a look at this. I love this theme. I had a client that was in the he sold mobile devices. They closed shop, but they did a mobile device review. Like they reviewed like mobile phone cases and chargers and shit like that. And this was the theme that we used for it. So I was already familiar with it because I'd set the site up for them and I did the SEO for them. So the site's cool because what's nice about it is it's a very simple site to set up. It's incredibly easy to set up. And then for the product reviews, which is great because it's just like, you know, a blog post, but if we like go, if there's the visit site button, which you can link the direct affiliate link, and it will take you directly to the affiliate sales page for whatever product it is, which is, you know, cool. But then there's the read reviews, and if you click on that, that opens up the review page, which has the big photo here, or it can be a big, you know, video, which is what I'll be doing is video. Then you can put as much text in here as you want. And then there's the review summary, and you get to set these parameters here, like what the features are that you're rating. Okay, you can set that, and you can do that individually for every post. Essentially, obviously, I'm going to have a specific set of parameters that I'll use over and over again as far as what my ratings are, so that there's consistency. But that's what I'm going to do, and it's great because it's got the button right here, which will take them, once again, that just links over to the affiliate sales page. So it's really simple to set up, very, very simple to do. I just wanted to show you what a finished version of it looks like. If we go take a look at posts and we say add new, and I've got to, if I'm going to use this, if I want to get serious about this affiliate site, I'm going to have to move it to a better host. Right now it's on host 9, but because it's slow to react. But anyways, if you take a look, the product affiliate link block here, we put the product affiliate URL here. Here's the heading. Here's the description. You can put an image file in here, or you can just add a video up here instead. If we scroll down, you can see we do a product review post. You got to make sure you set it to that, or if you're just doing a regular blog post, you leave it as that. Okay, and then from here, here's your rating, your overall star rating, and then here are the individual fields that are listed right here. So you can make as many of them as you want, and then give it a star rating. Okay, if that makes sense. So it's just really cool. I like this theme because it's so simple to set up. I like easy, you know. So you guys see that. I had the graphics done. I'm going to have to edit out this video in several spots. Let's do this. Oops. Right, so I'm going to share a couple links with you. Okay, you guys saw the WordPress site. If you need the link, it's growth.training. I'll go ahead and post it, Chris. You can post it if you want. Okay, the squeeze page. I want to talk about the squeeze page. I ended up, like I said, because I switched from OptimizePress over to ClickFunnels. The squeeze page is not 100% complete. It is partially complete. I got the squeeze page set up, and I got all the graphics back this morning from my Fiverr provider that did the graphics for me. And it's an AdWords compliant squeeze page, but I did not get the squeeze video done. That's the only thing that it's lacking, and that's because I was working on the video for RYS Academy, which I didn't get done either. So I'm hoping to have that done by Friday. But this is essentially, oh, that's not the squeeze page, that's the video page. Where's the squeeze page? Shit. I think it was just, wait a minute, let's go back in here and I'll find it that way. Grab the wrong URL, pardon me for a minute.
Do you struggle?
Well, wait a minute. Something happened here because.
Do you have personal or professional?
Shit! Shut up.
Do you have personal?
That's weird because I'm supposed to have a. That's supposed to go to 4 steps. I will have to show it to you in ClickFunnels, guys. Unfortunately, because it's not. I've got to work on that. There's something wrong with the redirect. So let me just log in there real quick. Give me one moment.
Pause the screen.
I'm sorry.
Pause the screen.
All of our students know all the products we have. What difference does it make? But that's all right. I'll pause.
Well, there's one product that is not live yet.
Yeah, but they all know about it. RYS Academy, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me show you the ClickFunnels page instead. Okay. I can unpause the screen now. It was working earlier. I wonder what happened to that URL. It's all right. It's probably an issue that just needs to be reconnected to the API or something. ClickFunnels plugin just actually connects with an API to ClickFunnels, so it's probably just an issue with that. So anyways, guys, here's the squeeze page. I've got to do the squeeze video, which will be an autoplay video, so somebody clicks on it. This is an AdWords compliant page. What I mean by that is now it's probably debatable because I know that the compliant pages need a couple things, which are links to the home, about, contact. I also have the contact email down here, have terms and conditions, privacy policy. So all those links are good. Now I know that the AdWords pages are supposed to also have some additional content and stuff like that. However, I've been running YouTube ads campaigns to squeeze pages just like this since January or February, and I've never had any issues. So as long as I've had these links there, I'm in contact information, I've been okay. And so as far as I'm concerned, this is good enough. The graphics looks really good. It'll be an autoplay video. When somebody clicks on that, it brings up the squeeze box where they put in their name, their email, click the button, and I'll send them to the thank you page. The thank you page is not done yet. Just full transparency. I've got to get the video done for here, and then the thank you page is essentially just going to be, hey, thanks for signing up. Go check your email inbox. Confirm your email as soon as you do. The download link to the PDF guide will be delivered to your inbox. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen our thank you pages before, so it's going to be the same format. Just got to create a video for it. But this is it. Very clean, very simple. There's really no other action to do on here other than to get the report, right? Okay. So I love that graphic. The guy that I'm using right now for those graphics is really, really good. All right. Now the video. I know that you guys just saw this a second ago, but I'll show you again. Let me show you the PDF actually. This is the actual lead magnet. This is what they get. By the way, I got GetResponse connected to the ClickFunnels page, so all of that is ready to go. If somebody were to opt in right now, that would put them in my autoresponder, and they would get the confirmation email first. Once they confirmed, it would automatically send them the first email in the sequence, which is the download email, right? The email with the copy and the link to the download, which is what I'm going to share right now. All right, we'll take a look at that. This is the PDF. All right, so all I did was had a two-dimensional ebook cover made as well as the three-dimensional, and so that's the page. You know, this is the top page. Then this is just a screenshot of the video that is linked to the video. In fact, it's actually linked to that page that you guys saw just a minute ago. So if I click on this, I should have had that open in a new window. But that shows, it just takes them over to the video, so they, in an autoplay video, which is essentially just a copy from the PDF anyways. I'm just reading it across a VSL, video sales letter format. All right, so that's it. It just looks like a video is there, and when they click it, it takes them to that page. And then this is the copy, the content. And lastly, it just has, you know, my name, a couple links, and that's pretty much it. And also, by the way, I created a just an MP3 of the audio from the video, which is just me reading this, really, in case somebody wants to put it on, a, you know, in that format. So you see, it's just the MP3 audio. So I give it to them in 3 formats. They're getting it in video, in PDF, and in MP3 audio. Okay, which is kind of cool. All right.
We got a related question. What software do you use to generate the video?
Easy Video Sales Letter.
And you can use it on Mac as well?
As far as I know, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, probably. It's an Adobe Air product. We have an affiliate link for it.
Definitely.
It's an Adobe. It's run via Adobe Air. It's called Easy VSL. It's by Mark Thompson. I use them for all of my video sales letters. It's just like the name implies. It's really simple to set up a video sales letter using that tool. It's cheap too. I think it's like $47. Totally worth it. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, let's go back to the slideshow for a minute. So the lead magnet is 100% done. The only thing that is not done is the opt-in page, just the video, the opt-in video, and then the thank you page, and that's it. Everything else, as far as the opt-in funnel, is complete. So I should have that done probably by Friday, which means I can start generating traffic or pushing traffic to the opt-in offer, which is what I'm really looking to do, because that's more important than anything, is to start getting leads in my email list, right? So let's see. If we go over to what's the traffic side of things, which is setting up the ad campaign, I spent some time building my targeting lists. I did some additional keyword research. I'll share that with you guys here in just a moment. I also started generating my targeting list, and I created 4 video ads already. Okay, so let's go back and let me show you that. Okay, let's go look at the keywords first. Okay, here we go. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. I shared a copy of this before. I don't know if you guys want a new copy of it. I'll just go ahead and make one, share it with you guys. You can take a look at it. A moment. Here, Chris, if you want to post this on the event page. All right, so from here, guys, you can see that we have, this is the full keyword workbook that I've been using. You can see I've got a tab now that I added called Lead Magnet. I used Power Suggest Pro. You guys know this is my favorite keyword tool of all time. It's still working. I know there's supposed to be some sort of update, or Google's eliminating their Suggest API, but at this current moment, it's still working. I don't know if it's going to stop working yet. I don't know, but it's still working, so I'm still using that. If anybody's interested in that, go to semanticmastery.com/Power Suggest, and you can pick up this tool. It's inexpensive and very, very cool. So I set procrastination as my C keyword because I don't know if you guys remember, but the first product that I'm going to promote is Eat That Frog. It's just a $20 book from Brian Tracy. It's all about eliminating procrastination and getting shit done, essentially. And so my little PDF that I created as my lead magnet, or my cheese, is something very similar. It's a method that I've been using for about 2 years now to get a lot of stuff done. In fact, it's a very simple process, but it works really, really well for helping me to get shit accomplished. And so I just created that short PDF and video explaining my process that I use that has helped me to grow my business a lot and to stay focused and to get stuff done. So essentially, it's to help people eliminate procrastination. So all I did was I looked at, instead of targeting the niche keywords, which are like personal development, personal growth, personal goals, that sort of stuff, I wanted to go very problem specific, right? So I'm targeting a problem, which is a bad habit, procrastination. That's an issue, right? And so all I did was I set Power Suggest Pro too, and you can see that I've got goal setting too. That's column C, and that's what's showing right here right now. But all I did was set it to just YouTube, because remember, guys, this is pretty much going to be a YouTube-driven funnel. Like, that's where most of my traffic is going to come from. So I just looked for YouTube keywords, and it came back and it spit out these keywords. I started eliminating these white spaces that you see are keywords that didn't make sense. Like, for example, procrastination happens to be a musical. Plus, there's several music videos out there that have procrastination in the title, and believe it or not, there's a procrastination, like, I think it's a video game title as well. So there's a lot of stuff in here that needs to be edited out, and that aren't relevant keywords. So I started editing it. They're not all done, but I got a lot of them out of there anyways, and it still returned 120 some odd keywords even after I started pulling out the ones that weren't relevant to me. Okay, so some of these, and some of these, like I said, in looking into them further, are not relevant to what I'm trying to do, but a lot of them are. For example, if we grab this one, we'll take a look at this one. This is the first one that came up because it's got the A, Abraham Hicks 2014 procrastination. If we copy this and go over to YouTube, and we paste and search, you'll see that this guy Abraham Hicks, he's got, look at all these videos that are on page 1 of YouTube search that are Abraham Hicks about procrastination. If you click on any one of these, it's this guy talking about procrastination. Many of these videos are monetized, which means I can get my ad directly in front of those videos before the video even plays, right? The pre-roll ad. So these are good. And look at the view count on these: 38,000, 9,000, 1,000, 2,300. So some of these views are pretty high. All right, so this is a good keyword to keep. Okay, so anyways, just wanted to show you I got procrastination. That's one of my targeting groups. Another one of my targeting groups is goal setting, because in part Eat That Frog talks very briefly about goal setting. It's more about eliminating procrastination. But in my little 4 simple steps to reaching your true potential PDF thing that I created, I talk about setting goals, and it's very simply set a goal, break it down into steps, perform those steps on a daily basis using a to-do list. I mean, that's in a nutshell what it is. But I figured that would be pretty good to be targeting those keywords as well, and you can see that there's a lot of keywords there. Those are all straight YouTube keywords as well, guys. So that's just it for the YouTube keyword research. I just went a little bit further. I didn't have to go much further, just a little bit. Now, the targeting videos, I used TubeSift. You guys know I've been using TubeSift. I told you I'd be 100% transparent. But TubeSift is that tool that Justin Sardi sells, which is a targeting keyword or targeting tool for YouTube ads. So all I did was I came in here and I typed in, let's just use this as an example. I said goal setting. Let's see, and I put it in quotes so that it's more specific. It's phrase match. I set this to like 300, and then I click search, and all it's going to do is return a list of YouTube videos that have monetization enabled. Okay, it does not display it unless it has monetization enabled. So if I click search, you'll see that it's going to start counting. It's going through how many videos are scanned and how many monetized videos have been found. I'm just going to cancel search now, but this one was for goal setting. You can see all of these right here. That's Brian Tracy right there, as a matter of fact. But all of these are relevant. Okay, all of these are relevant. This is TED Talks, blah, blah, blah. Look at the view counts on these guys: 44,000, 15,000, 232,000, 60,000. These are monetized videos that I can get my ads in front of. Okay, so this is how I started to build my targeting list. I did goal setting. I got 150. If we look at placement lists, you'll see goal setting. I have 150 videos in there. And the software timed out on me when I was pulling procrastination videos. It actually pulled 300 videos back, which was the max. But again, a lot of them had to do with the video game I told you about, the musical, blah, blah, blah. So I was able to at least extract the URLs before I had to log back in. And I got, I think, 148, something like that, like another 150 videos here that are specifically about procrastination. So if I open this up, procrastination, 2 questions to snap you out of it. And there's this is, once again, it's a monetized video. It's a monetized video, so I can probably get an ad in front of it. Okay, so you guys get that. So these are going to be hyper-targeted targeting lists. I don't have the YouTube URLs extracted for goal setting yet, but I will. And I'm going to, I'll drill down a little bit further. I went specifically with just goal setting, for example, with this targeting list, but I'll probably go in and, maybe go a little bit more specific and say, goal setting examples, for example, goal setting examples, and drill into that and extract the URLs from that and then put my videos in front of them as well. Goal setting inspiration. So I'll drill down a little bit deeper. It's just a matter of time. I haven't got to it yet. But hopefully you guys see how targeted you can get. And that's why I like using this tool, because I can get incredibly targeted and get really, really good results. Okay. All right, last thing I wanted to show you was the actual ads themselves. I've only created 4 today so far. I'm going to try to create a couple more. I told you guys I've been using a service called V-Roll to create the pre-roll ads because it makes it very easy and it's cheap. Well, I'm paying $100 a month to get 10 videos per month, and I'm going to post these 2 for you, Chris, and we'll just walk through an example really quickly. You guys can take a look at these on your own as well. This is one of them. Let me turn this down. So these V-Roll ads, which is cool because all they are is they're set up to be pre-roll ads. You add 5 lines of text, which are the lines of text you're seeing here, and then you upload the 2-dimensional book cover, and that creates that PDF slide. And there's several different templates. This is just the one that I use for this. And then when the ad shows up, there's that link that you got to click down here. So here's the call to action to that link. All right, and so these are the I just like V-Roll because it makes it very quick and easy to set up these in-stream ads, and it just takes a matter of minutes. Like once you submit the details for the ad, then they're back in a few minutes. I know that he's the only game in town that does this right now, but I know that in fact Zane Miller and I think Justin or Sardi are working on something together again that is going to be able to compete with V-Roll, and I'm happy to switch over to them when it's available. But just so you guys know, that is something that I'm using. If you want to see the dashboard, I'll show it to you just really quickly. And if you guys are interested in this, let me know because I do have a link for them as well. Okay, so if we go on, I've got, oh shit, it already reset. No big deal. If we go to Easy Click here, these are the different templates that they have. So they've got the handwriting templates, which seem to work. I've been testing multiple versions of these ads, on some of my other YouTube ad campaigns that I got going on right now, and I found that these whiteboard ads or these handwriting sketch drawing type ads, they really do convert better. They get higher click-through rates. The ebook ones, I'm testing those. Like I said, if you guys saw, I posted a couple different links. I'm changing the copy on those, but let's see. I think I've got the goal setting. Those are targeting procrastination. The call, I think these are targeting goal setting. And you'll see that I just got a couple different versions of these. Yeah, okay, so for example, this one right here is a hand drawing or a sketch video. So same thing. This one is it's targeting procrastination as the keywords, right? So when I set up my targeting groups in YouTube, these will go specifically in front of the videos like what I just showed you from my targeting group, so that, I mean, it's highly targeted, you know what I mean? There's a good chance that somebody will click on it. But these are actually doing really well. The ones with the ebooks, I'm testing those now because I haven't done a lot of those in the past, so we'll see how well they convert. Okay? But anyways, just like I said, these really easy to set up. For example, if I wanted to set up, let's just click this one. All I do is select music or say no music. I submit my selection, and then right here I give the title. This is just so I can identify it in the dashboard. Then I put in 5 lines of text, max of 40 characters on each line. I upload a book cover, upload a logo, and then I hit submit, and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll get an email saying that the video is done. From there, I go to the dashboard, and I can actually connect it. You can connect different YouTube accounts to where you click a button and it uploads automatically into the specified YouTube channel. So it's really, really cool. Okay. But that was pretty much it. As far as what I've done for the affiliate stuff, guys, I really wanted to have the opt-in funnel completed 100% by today, but I was unable to do it because of other commitments. But I was really close. I got damn close. So I will have that done for sure, and I will start driving traffic to this funnel so that I have some traffic data for you guys next week, and hopefully some opt-ins and everything else, and I suspect I will. So next week, opt-in funnel completed, ads campaign set up and running. Again, as soon as I finish this funnel, I'm going to turn on those ad campaigns. I've just got to set them up in AdWords. Oh, by the way, I'm going to ask you guys now so that you have time to respond. Do you guys want me to go through in maybe perhaps next week's masterclass on like and walk through setting up of an ad campaign inside of AdWords for video? Is that something you guys want to see, or do you just want to see the results? It's entirely up to you. Let me know your thoughts on the event page now, because if there's enough interest in it, then next week I'll plan on the lesson being setting up an ad campaign within YouTube. If you guys are more interested in just seeing the results and wanting to, you can figure out how to set up ad campaigns on your own, then by all means, we won't waste the time on that. And also, likewise, remember, Video Ads Crash Course 2.0, Justin Sardi, it's still like, I think, under $40. You can pick that up, and that'll teach you how to set up ad campaigns. But if you guys want me to walk through that, I'd be happy to do so next week. Just let me know, and that way I can plan my lesson accordingly. Okay? Start email follow-up sequence. What I mean by that is I set up the get response and connected it to the opt-in page, and essentially the only email I have in the sequence right now is the delivery of the PDF email. That's it. So I need to start drafting my email follow-up sequence as well, and that to me is just, it's so time-consuming. I don't mind doing it. It just eats up so much time. So time permitting, I'll have at least one emails set up in the follow-up sequence, but hopefully two, because I want to send out an email every few days or so, every 3 to 5 days. And for this particular sequence, I plan on doing like every 3 to 5 days I'll send an email to the subscribers that aren't spammy. It just brings them back, gives them some sort of tip about personal development or something that worked for me in my business, that sort of thing. Okay. And lastly, by next week, I'd like to have the first review post on this site. That's not it. Let's go take a look at it again. So the review site, I'd like to have a review post already with of Eat That Frog. Me giving my honest opinion and review of the product, so that with the affiliate link enclosed and everything else. Okay. So I'll hopefully have that by next week. That's my plan anyways. All right. Other than that, we have time for some questions, which is good. We got about 10 minutes. Is there any questions?
Yes. First, the V-roll URL.
Okay. I'll have to get that for you and post it. Chris, actually, can you jump into the spreadsheet and pull it off the spreadsheet? I have it listed in there.
Okay.
I believe it's just semanticmastery.com/vroll. I'm pretty sure that's it.
It goes to vroll.com, not sure. Should be.
semanticmastery.com/vroll. That's it. semanticmastery.com/vroll. Click on that. It'll take you over there. They've got a couple different versions. Like, I think you get 3 videos per month for like 47 or something. You get 10 videos a month for 97. To be honest with you, I'm only using it to create the videos. I'm not using. They have targeting, like targeting campaign builders and stuff in here, but it's not very good. And what I mean by that is it's keyword targeted, and I like how TubeSift will actually pull placements. Okay, and to me, that's a hell of a lot more effective. Now, I haven't messed with VRoll's targeting campaign builder since like February, and they've made a lot of changes in here, so their targeting may be better. Their campaign builder may be better, but I haven't played with it because I have TubeSift, so I don't know, full disclosure, whether it's gotten any better or not. But I know that I like TubeSift for setting up because it sets up placement campaigns instead, and it's just a hell of a lot more targeted. So full disclosure, I'm only using this to create the videos, and for me, $97 a month to be able to create 10 videos very, very quickly and easily is worth it because of the time that it takes for me to create videos from scratch. Or if I was to hire a Fiverr provider and have to wait 3 or 4 days to get it back and that sort of thing, I'd rather just pay them $10 per video or $9.70 per video and have it come back very quickly. Okay. All right. Next question.
How do you estimate the price of a lead?
What do you mean? The price of a lead?
How you estimate the price to charge for a lead? I have a customer that is a lawyer. She wants leads. How much can I charge for each lead? Any suggestions?
Okay, Leo. Okay, I see it. How do you estimate the price? I have a customer who's a lawyer. She wants leads. How much can I charge for each lead? Well, you can use Google AdWords for kind of a benchmark. For if you go to Google's keyword planner and you take a look at the average cost per click for that specific keyword. So, like, for example, I know some of the keywords, like I know personal injury attorneys down in like Florida, like Fort Lauderdale and Boca Raton and stuff like that. It's insane. Like some of those clicks are 300 bucks per click. That's per click, guys. That's not per lead. That's per click. So what I would do, like typically for like contractors and stuff, if I look for you know, like tree services, for example, I do a lot of work in the tree service industry, and tree service Fairfax, VA, that kind of keyword produces like a $42 click or something like that on average. And so what I'll do is I will charge usually at least 1.5 times per click. If it's a phone call, I can charge more, like 2 or 2.5 times. I'll be honest with you though, I usually don't charge more than $60 for a qualifying phone call for a tree service lead. But you know, my point is that for a phone call is worth more than a click. Okay, so you can charge a higher rate. Also, if you're providing exclusive leads only to where you're not reselling that same lead to all other, you know, service providers, then you can generally charge a premium as well. So I would start here. Let's just go to, I'm just going to show you guys an example. Let's say personal injury attorney. I almost got into this niche because of the pay-per-click value. It's insane, but I'm glad I didn't. Boca Raton. That's how you spell it. I want you guys to see this. It's insane. I must have spelled it wrong. Anyways, if we sort by suggested bid, check this out. Car accident attorney. It used to be higher, so I don't. It's interesting that they've gone down. But car accident attorney, Fort Lauderdale, $127 per click. Isn't that insane, guys? I mean, to me, that's insane. My point is that you can go through and just get kind of an idea of what people are paying or willing to pay, and attorneys pay a lot, but what they're willing to pay per click, and then you can price it accordingly from there. Say, hey, look, I'm going to provide you with phone calls. The phone call is going to be, let's say, the average pay per click or cost per click for that whatever keyword is in your area that you're trying to rank your client for. Let's say that they pay $55 per click. You'd say, okay, look, I'll send you a phone call. It's going to cost you $90 or $105 or whatever it is that you decide, because a phone call is certainly more valuable than a click, right? So that's what I would do. You can usually charge anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5 times the value of the click for phone calls. Okay. All right. What's next? Anything else?
Not really.
Okay, you guys are asking yes to the video campaign setup. Love to see the setup. Good idea. Okay. All right, cool. I'll be happy to do that next week, guys. Everybody said yes. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. What I'll do is I'm going to create some more ads between now and then anyways. Like I haven't started the ad campaign yet because the opt-in funnel is not complete, but as soon as that's complete, I'm going to go ahead and start a few ads because it generally takes 2 to 3 days before the ads will start serving. Well, it depends. Sometimes it's had to happen in just a few hours where it'll start showing data. But usually it's between 48 to 72 hours before the traffic data will start to appear in AdWords. And I'd like to be able to show some initial traffic data for you guys next week. So I'll leave a couple campaigns that I don't activate specifically for setting it up next week. I'll go ahead and have the targeting group set up, but then I'll actually create the campaigns and everything next week in front of you for, you know, we'll do 1 or 2 targeting groups live on the call next week. But I'll have at least 3 or 4 targeting groups that are actually active between now and then so that we can go over some traffic details and hopefully have some opt-ins. I can't imagine why not. Last thing I'll show you really quickly, because we have just a minute left. If you guys got any other questions, get them in now because we're going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes, okay? I'm surprised we got through everything today, actually. All right, so guys, just so you know, like I'm still running my AdWords campaign to the keyword suggest funnel, which was part of the mastermind affiliate accountability group thing that I set up. I haven't done anything else to that, and I'm still running traffic. If you look, the last 7 days I got 6 new subscribers. I mean, I'm spending about $1.25 per day in traffic in YouTube, and that's the only thing that I'm doing. And I'm getting, you know, still getting about 1 subscriber, anywhere between 1 to 2 subscribers per day, which is interesting because it's that funnel's still making me money. It's just a trickle of money. I've had weeks where I've made $125 off of it for spending about $8 or $9 in AdWords traffic. And then there's other weeks that I've gone where I haven't made a dime. But, you know, I'm making between $200 and $300 a month off of this little affiliate funnel that I set up, and I had maybe 15 hours of work in, and it's just YouTube traffic. It's all it is. I did like 5 organic videos, and everything else was just set up with YouTube ads. And it's a very small targeting group. I think there's 309 placements, and that's it. They're very specific placements. In fact, let's go take a look at campaigns. I'll show it to you. We've got just another minute, so I'll show you that campaign. I've got a bunch of campaigns running for semantic mastery stuff too. Retargeting. We'll go over some retargeting stuff too once we have some traffic coming in on this growth training funnel. We'll go over some retargeting, or what they call remarketing. But here, let me just show you. Okay, so for example, this is the funnel here. So let me click on that, and you can see I've only had 2 conversions in the last 7 days, is what this is showing. But I think that's a little bit, unless some of these subscribers may have been from organic. It's very possible, because it's showing 6 subscribers in the last 7 days, but according to the AdWords right here, it's showing only 2 conversions because I've got it set up for the last 7 days. And so maybe it might be 4 came in from organic traffic. That may be possible. But if you take a look, that's actually a bit expensive. This is saying it's $5.46 per conversion, which that's rather high. I've spent $10.91 in the last 7 days on this traffic. Had 60 views, 15.96% view rate, 18% average cost per view, click-through rate 3.46%. I've had this much higher, so I'm curious as to why the numbers are a little bit lower right now. But I've had the view rate up to as high as like 26%, the click-through rate as high as like 12 or 14%, and I've had my cost per conversion down as low as like 92 cents per conversion, I believe. So and again, I'm not doing anything else to tweak these or anything. I'm just letting it run. And it's just a few views per day, and it's building my email list. Now I've got 115 people on that list, and I haven't done a damn thing really with it. So
You're following up with them as well?
Well, I've got the autoresponder series. It goes out, I think, 5 days.
Okay.
And that's it. But other than that, I haven't had time to add any additional follow-up emails in the sequence. I should. I just haven't spent the time on it. So I figure we'll utilize this list for semantic mastery somehow. So no big deal, you know. Okay, any other questions, guys? We're wrapping it up. That's it. Okay.
No questions.
Marco's teasing again. All right, guys. Well, all right. Well, everybody, we'll see you guys. Tomorrow, Mastermind. So all of you that are in the Mastermind, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be launching RYS Academy tomorrow, so you guys will get notification of that. Otherwise, we'll see you next week for Hump Day Hangouts and in Masterclass. So thanks, Chris. Thanks, Marco.
Bye. See ya.